If you tend to roll over frequently to the pull side, let me give you a tip that's going to help you hit more line drives up the middle. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, my name is Carson Lee, former professional baseball player and now Baseball Academy owner, the OPAJ's Baseball, located here in Houston, Texas. I have over 100 athletes that I've trained over the last 5 years and over 30 that I've sent on to play college baseball. I work with countless number of hitters over the course of a week. And now I'm going to share with you a mental cue or a tip that you can use to help you hit more line drives. Whenever you're in the box and you take a swing, you want this barrel to feel like it's over the plate for as long as possible. This is going to allow you to be in the hitting zone and maintain direction through the ball. And one of the ways I'll think about it is trying to hit 3 baseballs, 1, 2, 3, to be able to hit a line drive back up the middle. So one of the things I'll see kids do, because I'm always watching from the angle that the camera is currently at recording this video, where I'm seeing the swing path and the angle of the shoulders as they're coming through the zone, is I'll see kids that they're set up in their stance, and I like to think of like if we have flashlights on our 2 shoulders and our 2 hips, and the way those are turning as your bat is also working forward through contact, but also the front of the zone. So I will see kids that their is the left shoulder or right shoulder if you're a lefty going towards the third base dugout, and the first thing I'm able to start seeing is the logo on their chest. And so their bat gets way away from their body, their hands, they can still stay inside the ball, but because the bat gets out here away from them, now all that weight here at the end of the bat, instead of it dropping below the hands, it gets to be even with the hands. They get out here out front. They're real tall with their posture, which turns to them rolling over and just hitting a ground ball in the 6th hole or to the third baseman. So a cue that I like to use, and I want you to remember that hitting, while all swings are the same, we have to get to the same points through our load, through our foot getting down, through basically being balanced to swing. All those things are the same. Your setup is different, but also biomechanically our body is going to move differently. Some cues may work for others and some cues may not. So this may be a cue that you can use, a trick that you can use that may work, and it also may not work. As a coach, whenever I'm coaching you, I'm trying to figure out how your brain reacts to certain tips or tricks that I'm going to give you to get to the points of the swing that I want you to get to. This is one that I like to use with my hitters. It's simply feeling, if I'm in my stance, we feel like we have L's here in our arms. That's creating a box between my arms and my shoulder. So we have a rectangle right here. My hands are back. I like to think about my hands being behind my back hip or behind my foot, kind of gives my elbow over my back leg, over my back knee. When I'm in this position, and let's say I've already gone through my load, whatever I do, whether it's a toe tap or a leg kick, I'm down, ball's in flight to the plate, and I'm ready to swing. At this point, instead of that first move being up and out, but whenever I'm going to turn and I have that box, I'm turning the knob and this space right here between my arms, this space that I have, I'm turning right there and I'm going opposite field gap. So as a righty, I'm turning this right center to the second baseman, knob to the second baseman, and what this is going to allow me to do is start my swing not only more connected between my hands and my hips, but my hands are staying back, so I'm able to turn. It's forcing my front shoulder to stay closed because I'm not trying to yank open with my chest or my shoulders, so I'm able to turn, and now you guys hear knob to the ball. This is knob to the ball because I turned and now that knob is going forward when the ball is coming. So that's my knob getting to the ball. And then the barrel, as it's getting into the zone, the weight's there at the end of the bat. If I get turned and my hands are back and I stay strong with this top hand, that barrel is up and it's working down. And now as it starts to travel into the zone, that's when it falls below the hands. And that's me getting on plane, which is a popular term that you may hear. If I think about that initial turn of my swing going over the opposite field gap, over second base, base, over first base. That's helping me stay close. Now I'm connected. Knob starts turning to the ball, and now as my body continues to rotate, boom, knob is inside the ball, barrel's straight back behind me, and now as I continue rotating, my hands start to take over, and I deliver the bat out in front. Like I said, barrel falls below my hands are higher than the baseball, my chest is back, my head's back, but I'm behind it with my eyes and I can see it. So at this point, now it's just all contact points. I'm either gonna catch the ball out here, and that's gonna be my inside pitch that I'm gonna drive pull side, and I'm gonna stay through it forward. I'm gonna catch it in the middle. That's gonna be through the middle again, 3 balls, 1, 2, 3. Or I'm gonna catch it deep, but still basically off my front foot, the front part of the plate, and that's gonna be me driving it to right field, right center. I've seen this cue and this thought work for many kids. One reason being is some kids that wanna rush to the ball, their hands start doing this move where it's going across their chest. So if we were gonna hit a tire, and say that tire was right here where I had the bat and it's off my front foot, so I'm gonna keep my hand there to replicate. Well, if I was gonna try to hit that tire, I'm not gonna go forward to try to hit it. I'm not gonna hit it very solid, and my bat angle is not gonna be in a correct position to be able to square the ball up or square the tire up. If I think that left shoulder's closed and I gotta turn this way, basically over right center, my knob's going to second, then my knob turns to where the ball would be. Now that allows the barrel to catch up from behind, and I would hit that tire square, and that's where my head's gonna be down at contact behind the baseball, firm front side. I see that it helps kids alleviate that problem where they get that connection more together, and now they can be behind the ball to hit through the middle and create backspin versus going forward. I'm kind of leaking forward on my front leg, and my shoulder is taking over, and now that's the swing right there. So that's the difference of what we're trying to do. This is not HLP, this is not teacher man, this is just being connected, being in the zone, and creating backspin. With all the different hitting philosophies out there, that is my philosophy. You have to find what's gonna work for you, because like I said, the swing is the same, but the way the body moves biomechanically, everybody's gonna be different. Depending on how long your limbs are between your legs, your arms, your torso, may change your swing as far as how quick or how long it takes you to get to contact. If you have really long arms, you can't let them drift away and drag to the ball. Whereas if you have short arms, it's going to be easier to be close to your body and to really turn. The two differences I think of is Kyle Tucker versus Alex Bregman. Kyle Tucker has long limbs where he really has to fight to be connected as he turns without letting the arms get away from him. Alex Bregman kind of short with his limbs, so he's able to be more connected and more tight on his turn, and maybe doesn't have to fight so much about his arms getting away from him. As I mentioned, my philosophy is us being in the zone to give us adjustability. Once we make contact, good extension through the front to where we can drive the ball with backspin. We're not trying to create a launch angle and hit the ball straight up in the air. We want to hit the ball about 8 to 10 feet off the ground with backspin. If you're the player that's rolling over and you feel like this is your swing and the barrel is coming over your hands, try feeling like you're turning over the opposite field gap. Your shoulder's staying on the plate, and then you just turn your body and you're able to release the barrel out front, and see how that helps you hit more line drive. If this tip helped you and you want to continue improving your swing, I offer one-on-one remote coaching for guys that are not available in Houston to hit with me in person. If that sounds like something you are interested in, then send me a message on Instagram. We can get it set up. We can start training together, and I'm going to help you turn into a better hitter. I hope this video is able to help you out next time you get in the cage. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you next time.